Hi, and welcome to the Rural Evening News. I'm Tammy Arender. Thank you so much for joining us. Nationally, only 35% of rural public school students meet reading achievement levels by 4th grade. That's according to the National Center for Education Statistics. But a new effort hopes to use rural libraries to improve literacy. RFD-TV's Emily Buck has more.
The Rural Library Network is working to bring together librarians and educators from across the country to share best practices. Dreama Gentry, Executive Director of Partners for Education at Berea College, says the initiative started during the pandemic.
It was natural that this network arose as a way to virtually connect each month with libraries across the country to talk about best practices. And I think one piece around our network that makes it unique, because there's other organizations working with libraries across the country, of course, is ours really is focused on the library's role to support young people from cradle to career.
Librarians from 30 states and 3 countries attended the first summit.
One of the very first webinars was around how have libraries pivoted during COVID to still serve their young people, and what have they stepped into that they may not have been doing. So we had a library who is really strong in helping address food insecurity by doing the feeding program at the library. And they actually pivoted that a bit during COVID, that shared that practice.
She says other discussions have focused on connecting with teenagers, funding for libraries, and workforce development.
This last session, we focused on STEM. And, we know that in rural America, STEM is critical and more young people need to be stepping into STEM careers. So we had libraries talking about how they were using and engaging STEM practices and programs during out of school time and summer.
Gentry says the Rural Library Network is also focusing on a collective impact approach to getting employers and community members engaged in the process. They've also announced 22 fellowships in 20 states who will dig deeper into rural literacy.
So the fellows commit to a 1.5 years with us. During this time, they will virtually connect with one another and then think about how collective impact in their community can improve 3rd grade reading. And there's some project dollars that we're providing them thanks to the partnership with Save the Children. They'll get the professional development. And now we're actually looking at also providing them with a VISTA volunteer who's a resident in their community that would also serve alongside them.
The Rural Library Network is a joint project from Berea College and the nonprofit Save the Children. For RFD-TV, I'm Emily Buck.
And to participate in the next Rural Library Network webinar or to view recordings of previous sessions, visit berea.edu/PFE/Rural Library.